Welcome back to Raw Sports Talk. I'm Chris, your favorite stat reader, and we have the T-Wolves hosting the Warriors, game number 1. And the T-Wolves are 6.5 or 7.5 point favorites. The over-under is at 209.5. The Warriors are plus 225 on the money line, and the T-Wolves are minus 278. Now, these are the overnight odds. They're going to change the closer we get to tip-off tomorrow. I have seen the over-under as low as 208.5 as well, so people are going to bet this series probably more than they're going to bet the Cavs and the Pacers series. Now, head-to-head over their last 10 meetings, the T-Wolves are 6-4 against the Warriors in their last 10. The Warriors have beaten the T-Wolves the last 3 times they played them. The road team's on a 2-game winning streak. The road team is 6-4. The underdog has won the last 2 games that they played against each other outright. The favorite is 5-5 on the money line. The underdog is 6-4 against the spread. The under is 7-3, and the over at 209.5 is 8-2. If you get it at 208.5, it is also 7-3. So the 1 point in that set of circumstances doesn't make a difference. They played each other 4 times this year. The T-Wolves won the first one 107-90 in Golden State. Then the Warriors won the next 3. 114-106 in Golden State, and then the next 2 in Minnesota, 113-103. 116-115. As far as lineups are concerned for tomorrow's game, it's supposed to be Curry, Payton, Hield, Butler, Green, and Payton is listed as questionable. Then Conley, Edwards, McDaniels, Randall, and Gobert. And Hield was the reason why the Warriors were up in game number 7 against the Rockets. That and the fact that, James Harden, not the Rockets, They did play the Rockets. Harden doesn't play on the Rockets anymore. He had 22 points. Curry had like 7 and was, I think, 2 of 7 or something ridiculous from 3. He was having a terrible shooting night until they got to like the 4th quarter. Granted, he did finish the game with 22 points and he hit 3 threes, but for most of the game, Hield was the one carrying the Warriors over the Rockets. Now, over their last 3 games that they've played against each other specifically, the Warriors are 3-0. They're 3-0 against the spread. The over is 2-1. The Warriors have averaged 114 a game. The T-Wolves 108. The Warriors have averaged 51 points per half in the first half. The T-Wolves are 46 points. The Warriors were shooting 47% from the field. The T-Wolves at 44. The Warriors out rebounding the T-Wolves 45-42. The T-Wolves actually shooting a little bit better from 3. They took 2 fewer threes. So the Warriors were 50 of 119. The T-Wolves were 50 of 117. So basically the same, but a little bit better in favor of the T-Wolves. The Warriors have 8 steals per game, and over their last 3 against the T-Wolves have 5. Now the T-Wolves, in my opinion, I'm not going to say they got the easier opponent. The Warriors had to go 7 with the Rockets. There were some lower scoring games to start off the series. The Warriors won the first one 95-85. Then they lost game 2 109-94. Then the back-to-back victories 104-93 and 109-106 at home. Then they lost in Houston 131-116. Then I thought they would have closed them out in Golden State. Nope, 115-107 loss. Then they won 103-89 in Houston. Now the T-Wolves, their 5-game set with the Lakers. Many people thought that the Lakers were going to beat them. I was not one of them. 117-95 victory. Then they lost 94-85, and then they won the next 3. 116-104, 116-113, and then 103-96. It's just a matter of, do you trust this Warriors team? They won a 7-game set. They did beat the Rockets. They have beaten the T-Wolves the last 3 times they played them. So if you follow the stats on how they've done against each other, even though the T-Wolves are rested, it seems like the Warriors are the smarter play. I'm just going to give the edge to the T-Wolves in this one because they're home. So I would take the T-Wolves on the money line. I would take the Warriors getting the 7 points, and I do think that this game will go over. Now, these are just my picks. If you disagree, please go with your gut, and please bet responsibly.